Hello YouTube friends and family, this is Vanessa and I just came to share my palettes with you really quickly. This is my second time recording this video. I have all my palettes in their boxes and that took up so much time that I ran out of time recording. So I'm going to try this again. Yes, this was supposed to be my new backdrop, but it didn't work out, so it's just on the back of my chair. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to start out with a few of my very first palettes, like this BH Cosmetics palette. I also have a Coastal Scents palette like it, but it's at work for my emergency palette. Okay, and one of the colors just fell out. How about that? And it comes with 2 rows, and I'm sure all of you are familiar with these palettes with all these colors in it, and it's just about every color that you could think of. There's not every finish that you would want, you know, like the majority of them are matte. You get a few shimmers in there. I got to pick that up a little bit later. But anyway, so that's their 120 color palette. And in my last video, I forgot about these by Coastal Scents, the Revealed 1 and Revealed 2 palettes. And they are dupes for Urban Decay's Naked palettes. But there's a lot more colors. I think the Naked palettes have 12 colors and these have 20. So there's a quick look at the Revealed, and they are very pigmented, very nice palettes. So that's Revealed 1, and here is Revealed 2, and it's got more of the rosy gold colors and burgundies and that type of thing. So let's keep it moving. I'm going to try and make this quick. This is making it a little bit better by the fact that I took them out of their boxes. Next, I'm going to go to some Tarte palette that I got. Okay, so this is the Beauty and the Box Evoke the Smoke palette. So this was on sale on Tarte's website for like $7. But when I got it, that's what it looked like. Crumbled. You can still use it. I have dipped my brush in there, but you do get a mix of colors. But it's okay. It's still kind of usable. But if you just wanted one color, that's not going to happen. So they sent me a replacement one, not crushed, so that was nice of them. So trying to put everything back the way it's supposed to be. And then my only other Tarte palette is this one, and it's the Neutralize palette. And the only reason why I bought it because the packaging was pretty. It looked like a clutch. Has a nice size mirror. It came with this dual-ended brush, and it came with a brown liner, but it was the wrong color brown for me. It didn't even show up on me. I don't really reach for this palette much. The matte colors that are here, it's got a few mattes, it's got a few, I guess you could call them shimmers, but the mattes are very chalky. They're very chalky. A lot comes off on your finger, and I don't know if you can see that chalky, powdery color. So if you blend like for forever, I'm sure you could probably get some use out of it, but to me, it's not a fun palette to use. The colors just don't wow me. The packaging wows me more than the colors themselves. So, that's why it's my one and only Tarte palette. I've played with them in Sephora before just to see if I'd ever try one again, and I never did. So let's go on to what I've been using this week. And that's the Kat Von D Monarch, and that's what I used today to create this look. The Monarch palette. Nice mirror on top, and there are all the beautiful colors in the Monarch palette. Okay, and then the sister to that palette is the Chrysalis palette. It has the purples and some blues, which I love. That's the Chrysalis palette. And then it's another Kat Von D palette. This one is called the Star Studded palette. And just a few minutes ago when I did this video, I knocked this color out. I dug into the green. I don't like these little color covers on here with the color names on them. I wish they would have printed it below the colors. You see that green one down the bottom here in this row? I just dug into that when I recorded this video, but it can be cleaned up. The color is soft enough that you can press it back in there and all is good. So That's a very nice palette. And I'm going to show you my very first Kat Von D palette, and that's this one, the Poetica palette. And that's when the palettes were tin. Nice mirror on top. Very nice colors. Purples and purple black color mixed. It's very nice. Very nice palette. So that's Poetica. And then there's these two small trios. This one is called Beyond Redemption with the blues, and this one is called Helmet with the greens. I also had one with burgundy and brown colors in it, but didn't show up very well on my skin, so I didn't keep it. I gave it to a coworker. And let's see, am I missing out on anything? Let's go on to Too Faced. By Too Faced, my very first Too Faced palette was this one, The Return of Sexy. And it comes with a very nice pigmented and creamy eyeliner pencil. Very nice pencil. And very nice glittery, shimmery colors. I love them all. I love everything about this palette. It's just an excellent palette. And I do use it and love it. And then everybody knows about the chocolate palette. Wasn't sure if I was going to get this because a lot of the colors look kind of browny. I'm so brown, I didn't think they would show up very well, but it's a very pigmented palette, and yes, they do show up well. But it's nice copperies and bronzy colors in it that work very well for my skin. So I like it a lot. I just don't like this little sheet with the color names on it. So the next time around, Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. They went ahead and printed the names beneath the colors, so you can see that there. Now this is one that I started not to get. I actually bought it for a coworker, and she didn't care for it too much, so I brought it home. I started to return it. I brought it home and played in it, and yes, I do like it. It's a nice palette. So I just decided to keep it for myself, add it to my collection, give myself another Too Faced palette. So that's all I have by Too Faced. Now let's move on to Smashbox. I've got this little tiny one that came in some type of kit, but it was nice for my purse. And this color, you know, nice pigmented gold here that you can always pop on, and it's a good color. Nice brow bone color there, and this brown color. It's kind of almost a gray. So it shows up on me. I said, okay, it'll work. I'll keep it. That was nice. And then this one, this is called the Heat Wave palette. This is called the Heat Wave palette by Smashbox. Nice, huge mirror on top. Double-ended brush that came in the kit. See if I can show you this. So the colors were really nice. Summery, tropical colors they look like to me. I played with it in the CCO where I bought it, and I was like, yeah, that's really nice. And then I got it home and touched a couple of the colors. I was like, well, it's not showing up very much. Maybe, you know how sometimes things can kind of like have a little coating on the top of it. I was like, maybe I really need to dig into it, play in it. Brought it to work. My coworker said she wanted it, so she bought it off me, gave it to her. Next time I was up at the CCO looking at something else, I grabbed another one and bought it. And now I rarely even reach for it. Okay, now this, the Wonder Vision palette. I think this is from 2012 maybe. Love this palette. This was my favorite for so long. I'd gone to Vegas twice, and both times it came with me. Okay, it's got a huge mirror at the top, and it's just got every color that I love, and lots of shimmer, and I love shimmer. Love shimmer. Okay, let's block out that light, and then maybe you can see how nice those colors are. You see how dug in they are? Yeah, because love this palette. But I don't love this little sheet. Color names on it. Hate that. Now I can't figure out how it goes back in here. Oh, forget it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's the Wonder Vision palette. And then this one I got last year, so holiday 2014, and this is the On the Rocks palette. Smashbox On the Rocks. Very nice palette also. I wish they would do away with that. But very nice colors. All colors that I love. All finishes that I love. Very pigmented, just all around very nice palette. Very happy with it. And I got it for like 20 something dollars, $28 I think I paid for it. Yeah, I try to wait till most of these palettes are on clearance, marked down, about to go out the door, about to go back to the manufacturer or whatever they do with them. Because I like to have them, but I don't like to pay full price for anything. Okay, so that's it for Smashbox. Now let's go on to Lorac. By Lorac, I think this came out in 2012 also, but I didn't get it until 2013. And this is their Sweet Temptations palette. Just so happens that like somebody bought one for the holidays, didn't want it, brought it back, and after the holidays, you know, everyone comes in January and does their returns. Well, I came in and got it, and they all look like little candy bars, and they're beautiful colors inside. This is barely used. I just used it 2 weeks ago when my cousin came over and we decided to play in makeup. See, that looks like it's barely touched. But they're all beautiful and very pigmented colors. Lorac has very nice pigmented colors. Sometimes kind of powdery. They're neutral colors, something like this, you know, like a brown bone color. But these are all like shimmers, and I love shimmers. Shimmers and glitters are my type of thing. And so I think maybe being that this was for the holiday, they put lots of shimmer in this palette. So that was a very nice gift to myself. And for some reason, I remember getting this for like $25. I guess it might have been in a clearance section. I don't know. But I got it for like $25, $27, something like that. And then the only other Lorac palettes I have are these that they come out with like every summer. So this I got in 2014. And there were 2 different palettes, but I only ended up getting the one. It has a nice mirror up at the top. I bought it because of the greens and the teal color in there, and it's not all that great, so I don't really reach for it. This one, is this the Heartbreaker? Yeah, this is the Heartbreaker. This one came out this summer, 2015. Maybe in the spring for the summer. So yeah, very nice. That one is a little bit more pigmented. And then this one I think is called the Dream Girl. Yeah, Dream Girl palette. Also very nice. See the shimmers? Yes, I love shimmers. Okay, I'm trying to make this quick here. So that's it for Lorac. I showed you revealed. Oh, no. Well, this isn't really a palette, but this came out like in 2012. And this is their Dazzling Dozen from 2012. The colors are very nice, very pigmented, but a couple of these darker ones, 2 of these down here, they both crumbled. And I put the alcohol in them and pressed them down. They looked nice, and then when I went to use them again, they crumbled again. So that made me kind of angry. I don't reach for it that much. What else do I have here? Let's go with this one right here. Okay? Nice palette, but I thought, Hello Kitty. That's kind of childish, isn't it? Anyway, then I'm playing with it in Sephora. I open it up, and it's got a pop-up. Okay, yes, it's for their 40th anniversary, but it's got a pop-up. How childish. I remember Urban Decay having like their 10th or 15th anniversary palette that came out and it had a pop-up. That was such a turn-off for me. I just didn't even get it because of I don't want all of this. I don't want all of that. But anyway, so I played in the colors anyway, and I was surprised at how nice and pigmented they were, but I didn't get it that day. I went back another day saying to myself, man, I should have got that palette. Let me show you. I just have to show you. Do you see how pigmented that is? Very pigmented. Shimmery goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay? Let's show you this. Oh, do you see that? Do you see that pigment? Yes, I have a little bit of fallout, and if I had picked it up with my brush, I would have dusted it off. But the pigmentation is awesome. Okay? Awesome. Yes. And then it's hard to find, trying to clean this off my hand because that is so pigmented. It's hard to find a really nice pink shadow. Let me tell you, ladies. Let me tell you. Look at the pigmentation you get from that pink shadow. I just can't even, my lighting here is messing it up. I can't even, it's just not doing it justice. I don't know. But anyway, yes. So I went back like, I don't know, a couple days later. Didn't see the palette out. Got a little sad. Wished that I bought it when I was there the first time. But I decided to just ask if they had any more. You know, a guy comes over. Anything I can help you find? Yeah, you had this Hello Kitty 40th anniversary palettes. Do you have any more? He called somebody in the back and like, yes, we have them. I was like, oh, good. My little thingy fell off. Anyway. Oh, good. I'm glad you still have it. He said, well, we, you know, took the display down, so that's why we put them in the back, because we really had nowhere to keep them. So, take note, everybody. If there's something you see at Sephora, you go back, and the next time it's gone, ask for it. They might have moved it to the back, because you know they have a display out, because they've got a campaign going on for it while they're, you know, trying to boost sales on it. And then when sales decline, it gets pushed to the back, but they may still have it in the store before they send it back to the manufacturer. Okay, now moving on to one of my first loves in eyeshadow, okay? And that is Cargo. Cargo Cosmetics. I think this Vintage Escape, or either, I think it might have been this Les Meet in Paris. That was my first palette by them. Love the packaging. Beautiful, okay? Beautiful. Pigmentation on the shadows. Beautiful. Comes with a little double-ended useless brush. They just fall apart. They're just not all that good, okay? But the eyeshadows are great. So I got that one, was in love with it. The next one came out, you know, and I wait. Like I said, I wait till they go on clearance because they were like originally maybe $35, $39. I got them for $20. I wait till they go on clearance, and I got them. I didn't pay more than $20 for any of these Cargo palettes. The brushes keep falling out. But again, this is the Vintage Escape. Beautiful, pigmented, love it, love it. Colors are just wonderful, no complaints, okay? So then, the next one comes along, Shanghai Nights. Ooh, I gotta get it. I got it. You know what caught my eye? This blue eyeshadow. Do you see how that looks, all hard pan? Because you can't get any pigmentation. Looks like you got some on your finger, but then when you go to put it on your eye, you get nothing. Nothing. You've got to really work with it. You've got to have a wet brush. You've got to really work to get any color out of that. Nothing like that Hello Kitty palette. But some of the other colors in here are okay. But that blue one, a real disappointment. Okay, and that's the Shanghai Nights. And then next came Northern Lights. And Cargo still has 3 palettes out there that I would like to get. There's an Essentials, there's a Summer Lights, or Summer Nights, and then there's a new one that just came out for the holiday 2015 that I would like to get. I don't know if I'm going to because they're at Kohl's and they're still $34, and they came out for like the end of last year, the 2 that I wanted to get. But this is very nice pigmentation. Again, Northern Lights is a really good palette. But yeah, so let's put this back in there. They did improve their brushes just a little bit, but I still don't use it. It's a double-ended brush. The other ones are pretty flimsy and they fall apart and all of that gets on your nerves, so I just don't even bother anymore trying to even use the brushes. They're just in there. So that is it for Cargo. And then I just have a few small palettes. Like this is my only MAC palette, and that was because it was gifted to me. My coworker gave it to me because she knows I love green eyeshadow. And this one is called Green Clean. That's the name of this little palette. And it's got like a very pale green, a lime green, and this is like an olive green that's at the bottom. It kind of looks very brown here, but it really is like an olive green color. I don't know if it comes off that way. No, it looks really... You probably can't even really see it, but it is really like an olive green color. But you know how olive green looks. It kind of looks like a greenish brown. So that's that. My only MAC palette. And that same wonderful coworker gifted me this Laura Mercier palette. The packaging is beautiful. And the shadow inside is even more beautiful. Can y'all see that? That glimmery, shimmery goodness. I haven't touched it. I'm saving it. I want to save it for a special occasion. I normally don't do that, but this one is just so expensive. And I was so surprised that she... No, I won't want to say surprised that she bought it for me, because she does things like that for me all the time. I'm just in awe, and I don't want to mess it up yet. I want to save it. And the same goes for this one that same lovely coworker bought for me, the Modernist palette, and by Hourglass, and this one is called Color Field. And I'm going to show you the beautiful colors in here. I said that I'd taken them all out of the boxes. I forgot to do these smaller ones. The packaging is pretty, and the shadow is gorgeous. It looks like sand, colored sand at the beach. You see, like waves and sand. Isn't that like gorgeous? I think it's beautiful. Just beautiful. So, I think I'm done, and I thank you all for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you have any of these palettes, how you feel about them. If there's anything that you feel like I'm missing from my collection that I would really love to have based on what I have. You see what I like. And I'm just kind of glancing to make sure that I didn't miss anything here, because I've got boxes everywhere. But, oh, I did. Here we go. Some Sephora palettes, some favorites. This one is called the Burgundy Smoky. Well, I'm sorry for blinding you with that. And this color here is called taupe. I don't know why, but it's not taupe. Burgundy. What's this one? Beige and gray. So not any fancy names to their colors. And these are pretty old. These are like some very old palettes that, like my first palettes that I got probably, I think I started collecting in 2011, 2012. I think is when I got this Moonshadow Baked in the Dark palette. Nice size mirror on it. Nice baked shadows. Got lots of use. I don't really reach for them that often, but very pigmented, and it's a blue that shows up. You can really use it. Unlike that one that I have. And then there's the Moonshadow Baked in the Heat. And they all got lots of use. And then this one is my all-time favorite. And it is in my bag every day. This is the palette that I carry with me. Kind of neutrally, so it's colors that can go with anything that you're wearing, but at the same time, they're the shimmers that I love. So this one is called the Primal Instincts palette by Sephora. And now I am done. And again, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.